Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. You're joining us on this special broadcast where we're talking to Mr. Dinesh Khara, Chairman at State Bank of India, as the bank has announced its Q4 results for the financial year ending 2023, March 2023. Now, Mr. Khara, you've reported a net profit of a little over, close to about 17,000 crore, 50,000 crore for the full year. It's the highest ever net profit on an annual basis. Third time highest ever on a quarterly basis. I'm just curious to understand what's adding up to these numbers.
Yeah, this is essentially attributed to the fact that we have seen a very broad-based loan growth, and also our yield on advances have improved. We have kept the deposit cost in check, and also our quality of advances are of excellent quality. So this leads to a situation where we are not required to make any provision for aging, etc. We are not required to make any provision for NPAs. So this is something. These results are nothing but combination of all these steps which have been taken over the years in the bank.
So, as far as your gross NPA goes, that's the best it has been in about 10 odd years. I'm curious to say, so some of your private peers have been increasingly setting aside additional provisions on a prudential basis. I know SBI's non-NPA provisions a little over 35,000 odd crore. Just want to understand, is this sort of building that sort of buffer, is that going to continue for the rest of the year, for FY24 as well?
No, in fact, non-NPA provision, we will continue to build up. Not that whatever we have done is the end of the story. And we are very mindful of the fact that our balance sheet should always remain insulated from any potential risk. So as a matter of principle and practice, whenever we observe that there is some likelihood of an occurrence of an event, we do provide for it even much before we are expected to provide in terms of the regulatory requirements. So that's the broad principle which we follow. So keeping that in mind, we will always stay. We'll always keep our balance sheet insulated and protected fully from any potential occurrence of any event.
Yeah. During the press conference, you mentioned 1.75 lakh crore worth of proposals in the pipeline, another 1.775 lakh crore worth of proposals which have been already sanctioned are still awaiting disbursements. I'm just trying to understand from you the nature of credit growth going ahead. Is this now probably going to be more driven by your corporate dispersals, or is retail going to continue being the mainstay at State Bank?
I think retail will continue to be the focus area, and apart from that, corporate also. Wherever the opportunity exists, we will be there to underwrite such proposals also. So we are seeing a decent traction, and hopefully we'll have, as I mentioned, the kind of a broad-based growth in the loan book going forward also.
All right. I also want to touch upon the current state of your technological, offerings at State Bank of India. Now, as far as IT spends and tech spends go, you mentioned that you've seen that go up during this year. How long do you think this higher expenditure cycle is going to continue? Is there a point in time where you see that this will start normalizing a little bit?
No, I think as far as IT spends are concerned, depending upon the need of the system, we do invest into IT, and going forward, because IT is something which will give us the nimble-footedness. IT is something which will help us in addressing the hyper-personalization expectation of the customers, and also as we have to ensure security aspects also. So I think IT will continue to be an area where we will have to invest. And I think it is a very productive investment which we do. It is not that investment which does not yield results.
Okay, let me wrap this entire thing up with a question about SBI and the way it is valued in the market. Now, today, if you saw the way the stock reacted after the results, it was a little surprising, to be honest. But do you think that the grudge you had a few years ago, pointing out that the market is not valuing the bank as it should. That is sort of changing now for you at State Bank of India. You're seeing the valuation reflecting more and more about the bank's core tenets.
Yeah, but I think when we look at our ability and what we have demonstrated over the years in terms of our ability to generate much better value for our stakeholders, perhaps I really wonder why it is not being looked into from those perspectives. Because we are ensuring efficient operations.
Yeah.
We are ensuring that best quality in terms of it is not merely the numbers, but also the quality of numbers also. We ensure a very decent quality of numbers. So I think when we look around and some other entities, there is an expectation, but I would like to mention that it is not my remit to really comment upon that.
Yeah.
It is for the shareholders or those players in the market who need to really think through. I would not be in a position to comment much on it.
Fair enough, sir. Thank you so much for the time that you've spent here talking to us at BQ Prime, and thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Thank you very much.